The moment exam dates are announced, who gets more anxious? The child or you? I know what happens. Children feel the pressure, but parents struggle inside too. You want to help, but sometimes you feel helpless. Should I push here, or will that make them break? And for children, what really works? Is it long hours of study or the right techniques? Does group study really help, or is it just a waste of time? But these are the exact questions we are answering in our special webinar, Exam Without Tears. Not theories, but real strategies. Short trick to double the memory, topper's secret exam routine, and a 5-minute daily practice to end exam fear.
Namaste, parents. Welcome to our special podcast, Exams Without Tears. Today, we are talking about something that affects every family, every home, exam time. The moment exam dates are announced, parents and children both feel a wave of stress and anxiety. I am Surabhi, a global cognitive coach and best friend of your child's brain. And with me is Mrs. Rama Shinde, India's renowned IB leader and a mentor to many schools, and Mr. Shailesh Varu, a very experienced educator and mentor who has guided thousands of students. And together, we are going to decode how exams can be managed without stress and without tears.
Yes, namaste everyone, and welcome Shailesh ji. I'm so glad we are discussing this today, Surbhi ma'am.
This so-called industry since more than 25 years. So during all these years, I have seen sometimes many bright students and the students who were consistently performing very well throughout, say, 2 years or 1.5 years of preparation, they just get collapsed towards the end. Whereas I have at the same time seen many students who were so-called so-so students, average students. So we have seen that they perform very well during those 3 hours of their exam. So what's the difference? It's not that they have a different IQ level. Okay. So the thing that differs is stress, anxiety, then what environment we provide them at home, and certain techniques that are to be followed in order to maintain their cool, their calm during their exam time. So here we are going to discuss some practical strategies that will help your child to improve memory, also reduce considerably the study time, and more importantly, the fear factor which is there, that can be to a very great extent minimized, we can say.
Very true.
Yes.
Thank you, Shailesh ji, for joining. And let's begin with the first reality now. And Nobita ji has written to us, when exam dates are announced, I can't stop myself from becoming stressed and start pushing my child, which makes him restless. And I don't know how to handle it. Rama ma'am, you have seen this in so many families. What's happening here?
Yeah. Yes, Surbhi ma'am. The whole house vibrates with tensions. Parents pass their stress to their children, okay, and the children reflect it. So the atmosphere becomes heavy in many houses, and many parents think that if I don't push my child, okay, he won't or she won't study. But constant reminders actually increases fear, and the result, stress and anxiety on both the sides. I'm sure Shailesh sir has more experienced it, right, sir? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, absolutely. So you see, the children which I mostly deal with, they are the ones who prepare for JEE and NEET exams. These exams are very high pressure exams. So students on one hand, they are already under pressure, they are already under stress, But we see like many of the times parents wake up at 6 a.m. and ask their children, चल भैया अभी जल्दी उठ जाओ, पढ़ाई करनी है, जेई कैसे क्रैक करोगे, नीट कैसे क्रैक करोगे. अरे that child, he hasn't even brushed his teeth, so he already begins to feel he is good for nothing. Okay, so parents also might have seen this at home unknowingly or knowingly. Parents automatically tend to behave in this way. Okay, if we look at it scientifically, we can say that when fear rises, so automatically our brain is hijacked. So brain's memory center, that is hippocampus, it shuts down. So what it results in? It results in anxiety. So what does anxiety do? It blocks the recall. So that's why children, they forget the answers they knew at home. Okay. So this is the pressure, a very different kind of pressure which automatically kills memory. And parents, I won't say they are 100% wrong, but most of the time they try to just क्या बोलेंगे ना, लादते हैं अपने बच्चों पे. Okay, of course they have much concern कि my child should perform better, he should be well placed. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so this leads them to give more and more push. So usually parents also many times they ask, what should we do for our children? Okay, what should we do for ourselves so that we can reduce the exam stress?
Correct.
Yeah.
Very,
So that is the thing.
yeah, very, like, it is what you said is absolutely, resonating, sir. And let's dig deeper into this, because parents are asking very real, very painful questions to us, So let's start with the first one, which is, very important to question. Like, how do I know if my child's exam anxiety is normal, or if it is becoming a serious problem that needs some external help? Okay. So, Shailesh sir, would you like to share your thoughts on this question? Yeah.
Yeah. See, usually when such a situation is at home, then we see that we don't feel as a parent. Okay, parents don't feel कि my child is that serious about these things. Okay, so what they say कि he is careless or she is careless. He is not able to cope up. She is not able to cope up. Okay,
Yeah.
or rather, yes. Okay, so these are the things that make them really anxious. So if the things go beyond a certain level, okay, so we observe that the child, it tends to be into negativity. He becomes irritable. Okay, he worries a lot. Okay, then loses interest in even his usual hobbies.
Yeah.
So sometimes they start to eat more than usual, often junk food or sweets. Okay, then sometimes there is totally lack of food intake. They'll give reasons like he or she has a stomach ache, headache, muscle pain, feeling unwell, nauseatic, tired, and not interested in anything. So this is what happens when the stress, we can say, moves beyond just asking the child to get the things right. You see, this is what.
Yeah, so this stress is actually two folds, I guess. One is stress in parents, and then it goes to children, I guess.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. Yeah. And parents often confuse discipline with distress, I feel. If a child who used to laugh and play suddenly becomes withdrawn, quiet,
Yeah.
right? Then we must watch behavior, not just marks, right? What is the change which is coming in my child? That is super important to observe, because it's okay that suppose child is also getting marks, but if your child is becoming withdrawn, quiet, these are red flags we should always observe. Like,
Yeah.
like you are sharing stress and anxiety, especially for NEET and IIT and these exams, competitive exams when they are cracking, they are already, thinking about it all the time. They have peer pressure as well. It's not that pressure is only from the parent side. Sometimes parents are not saying anything, but because children are stressed from, peer side, peer pressure is there, or, teachers are also, appreciating some particular group or some particular children, then also they get stressed. And when parents say a minute thing also, then it can give pressure. So whenever we as parents are taking pressure, that vibration goes to children. That's what I feel, Rama ma'am.
Yeah, very true, Surbhi ma'am. It percolates down. That is what I would like to add it. So, listening to you, I have another question which, many a times I've asked, like, how do I avoid making my anxious with pressure and reminders, but still, help them as such. So this is a big dilemma. So Shailesa, what is your opinion about it? Yeah.
Yes. The best thing is that for everybody, I would suggest just do your own business.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, in the sense, of course, I am being a little bit rude while saying this, but you see, again and again asking, did you do this? How much work did you complete? Okay. And many times what happens, parents don't even know what all things a child has to study. Okay. So child अपने ही दिल में बोलता है, वो जैसे डायलॉग बोलते हैं ना कि यार आपने तो कुछ किया नहीं होगा, मेरे पीछे पड़ गए आप लोग. So as a parent, हमारा काम ये नहीं है कि उनके ऊपर just be like policing on them. So instead of that, we should be a provider of all comfort in the sense, as parent, what we can do, that is more important. So it is see, today's children, I respect them a lot, because today's generation, they are actually very, very sorted out, very much calm. Okay, but the thing is that unnecessarily we are interfering in them too much. I don't mean to say that parents need not look at the children at all. No. But it should be like, child should even not realize that my parents are observing me. He should have a feeling that no, yaar, they are with me. Okay, and pressure never works. Yeah. Instead of that, you keep the child motivating. Yes, beta, you are doing good. You are really coping with the things very nicely, and just give him or her an example. See, the other day you had completed so and so work very nicely. So how are you planning to do it?
Okay.
So this supports in reducing the pressure, and whatever the results are there, okay, it's okay. We can just deal with that later on. See, it is the process of preparation that is more important than the result itself.
Very true. Very true.
That's what I think.
Yeah, very true. So here what I understand is, like, the parents needs to give little space to their own children,
Yes.
right? What you are saying. And then, their positive energy, okay, becomes their own child's energy. So, if the parents are anxious, they absorb it, right? So if the parents are calm, the children will absorb that too. So sometimes, one simple sentence, helps the children a lot. That is, I trust you. Yeah, you're a genius, right? And then the 50% of, the stress vanishes. Right, Surbhi ma'am and sir, do you agree? Surbhi ma'am?
Yeah.
Completely.
But because I am day to day interacting with many parents, Shailesh sir and Rama ma'am.
Yes.
As parents, we want to make sure that our children are doing things, because, like you rightly said, sometimes we think they are not studying, they are being lazy, maybe they are not doing it, right? So we want to be a balanced parent, not policing, but at the same time making sure that my child is doing things So I think the kind of questions as parents we are asking also, changes the perspective. For example, suppose if we ask all the time, have you finished your work, did you do this, instead of this, if we ask different strategic question, can you explain this topic to me, or create some kind of interest in the topic. Wow, how does this happen? Like the other day my child was reading I'll just give you one example. He was reading how things sink and how things float. So I just showed interest. Wow, this is superb thing. Can we do something about it? Then he himself brought potato and then things, and then he showed me, and the concept became very clear to him. So like that, with interest and curiosity, with lot of joy, if we include ourselves in their studies, I think it may work. Shailesh sir, maybe you will
Yeah.
put more light on it, because you are dealing with exam pressure day to day.
Yes, exactly. So, ma'am, both Subhi ma'am and ma'am, I would just say that let us set realistic expectations from our child, and each child is unique.
Yeah.
And instead of aiming only for top ranks, it would always be better if we celebrate the effort,
Yeah.
the persistence with which a child is working on. Of course, marks do matter, but child's happiness and health are even more important. Because once a child is happy, so he or she will automatically work. We don't even need to say. And for that, we also really need to be very cool-headed, cooled mind. So, you see, they are going to, in the sense, complement each other. When, as a parent, we are sorted, as a parent, what you can say, we try to place a role model for our children, realistic role model, and if that is so, then automatically that is going to go into the child also. So that's what we have to prepare. It's just like preparing the ground,
Yeah.
not doing for them, but preparing the ground so that they can give their best.
Yeah.
Not to compare, that's a very common thing that we know.
Yeah.
So comparison is, then children hate this. Children hate this. Because you see, as a teacher, many times, many children, they do come and talk to me with a very, very, very free mind. What is happening in my or at my place? How are my parents? So they spell all the beans, you can say.
Yeah.
So we really have to be very cool-headed. Yes.
Yeah. So, this parents should show their perspective, okay? That is what I always feel, what you said about it. And the failures are not the end, right? They are feedback. And life is bigger than one exam, isn't it, Bima?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
True. And then when the result comes, there are different things. Parents ask, how do I support my child after results, especially if they are disappointed?
Yes. So you see, after the results, if result is good, it's all okay, no problem. But if some disappointment is there, so we need to normalize that. So first of all, we have to respect the emotions, and then try to analyze, okay, and review of the things that could have been controlled, just like was there any change in the study pattern or study strategies, or did the child require more practice? We should be identifying these things along with child, and in future we'll take these steps. Okay, and if the things are such key emotions are really running deep, then we need to seek some counseling also. So the best way, what I suggest my students and parents is, what I practice at my own institute, what I ask them, after each test, whatever the marks you score, you write the complete analysis. I make them, I ask them to make a separate register for this, in which, suppose today there was a test on a certain topic. So how many marks I have scored,
Mhm.
how many questions I attempted, how many questions were correct, how many were wrong, and how many I didn't attempt.
Mhm.
Okay, so we ask them to write the complete analysis. So when they have this practice, no, these disappointments will be nothing.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yes. So we have to go on practicing. After every test, let us, in at least a paragraph or so, write the complete analysis of the test.
Mhm.
Okay, so this will really help them to be on the track. A very simple and easy method. Even for parents, it will be nice. So a child will know ki where he has to focus more, in what aspect of the topic he is lacking.
Absolutely.
Yes. So this is a time-tested method. We ask all the students to follow this method, and it has helped a lot, a lot. Yeah. So I would also suggest parents, please try this. So that is really, really very, very helpful.
Yeah. So basically, it is like, introspecting, right? You're making the
Yes.
child learn and taking the ownership of his or her own learning, right?
Yes. Yes.
Then what is the lifestyle, nowadays? I mean, to say you should adopt that kind of a lifestyle, because then that becomes a part of your, study, or it becomes a part of your own, life journey, because introspecting, analysis doing is really very important. I really, sir, appreciate this effort which you are putting it, or you are taking it. So along with that, like sleep, food, and other activities also impact memory, right? So Bima,
Yes.
memory, because it is very important. Like, rested brain remembers better, right? And
Yes.
light sattvic meal keeps focus and sharp, whereas the tired and junk fed brain forgets faster. This is what even I had witnessed in when we observe the children. So
Exactly.
so Bima, what is your opinion about it? Yeah. Hmm? Hello. Yeah. Yes, sir. What do you feel about?
Yes.
Huh?
Yeah, that's what I feel, that we should ensure that the child gets a balanced diet that will help to improve the way they feel. It will enhance mental focus,
Correct.
and encouraging a good sleep routine always is better, correct? At least towards the exam.
Yeah.
And we need not what you can say, stay awake throughout the night, a day before exam, or nothing like that. Let the routine be a routine. So that's what we suggest parents and students. Ki, you treat every day as your exam day,
Yeah.
or exam day as your another normal day.
Yeah.
You decide what you would like to do.
Yeah. You need
So
to-
that will help to reduce the stress level a lot.
Mhm.
And you see, sleep is a must.
Yeah.
Along with sleep, they also should be doing some kind of regular exercise, physical exercise. Some
Yeah.
relaxation techniques will help. So
Correct.
heartfulness relaxation technique is very good. Even for parents, meditation and relaxation both will help them. And it's always better to be flexible with normal routines during exam time.
Yeah.
So no need to say that, "Arey, exam has come, so you need not watch TV. Arey, don't do this, don't do this." No, let it be a routine way. So that you see the result, you test it. I'm not just saying just for the sake of discussing something, but I have seen the results also. And we should discourage last minute revision.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not going to help. I have seen many children on the bus stop, they are there and they just open the book and read. Why are you reading? Today I have exam. So this is not at all advisable. Rather, we always tell students, 24 hours before exam, you should be totally relaxed. Stop studying. Of course, I focused more on 11th and 12th students. But at the same time, for students of lower grades also, I would suggest the same thing. Just be relaxed.
Yeah. Yeah, so it is basically, sir, we need to make sure that the children develop that kind of a mindset, right? Like,
Yes.
this has to be a, I would use the word balance for this, like, from the parent side as well as from the children's side. And not only in 11th and 12th, you have to wake up and, make this routine or anything. But, since childhood, if you start following it, then automatically the children, start, taking a lesser of a stress. And rather than that, they start enjoying, appearing for the exams, taking it up as a challenge, achieving their goals. So that becomes a daily, joy, laughter, then the play breaks. This keeps, the energy alive, right? So
Exactly.
yeah, sir. Yeah. So basically, what, sir, I would like to say here is like, there is one Jiten ji who has, who has asked this question, like, are these group study sessions helpful since you are taking JE and all this
Yes.
competitive exams? So is it helpful, this group study sessions, or it is a waste of time?
Okay. Like, actually, what happens is there are certain topics which are really complicated. Okay. If studied alone, you won't be able to recollect them fast. So for those particular topics, it's okay that we go for group sessions or group studies. Means in general, I can say that when the things are structured, okay, and in a group we are assigning each of the student a certain part to explain or certain questions to deal with. Okay, and when everyone comes prepared, then that group study will give you amazing result. Amazing result. Okay, but if something is not very much structured, or we can say unstructured group studies, that leads to time waste. Okay, yes. So we have to combine this self-study plus short focused group sessions for explanation and the problem practice. So again, balancing act comes into play.
Yeah. Very true.
Yes.
No, this is beautiful discussion going on. Now let's turn to the child side, because parents also ask Shailesh sir and Rama ma'am, what
Yes.
can we help our children do during exams? Because we want to help. Let's begin with the biggest one. What are the most effective study techniques for long-term memory? Because if we don't help, no, we feel that our child is not doing anything. So we want to help. So, what can be the best technique for study?
Yeah. I
Okay. Yeah, please, ma'am. Please.
Yeah, sir, you please tell, because this is very important for the competitive exam. So you can add on. Yeah, please. Yeah.
We have to ensure, or we should be able to see that your child is able to break the syllabus into manageable sessions. Setting, like we can say, achievable short-term goals, taking regular breaks. So it's not like you sit for 3 hours continuously. So that will lead to monotony.
Correct.
And it won't help much. Okay. So it's better to have small sessions or say 45 minutes, 1 hour. Okay. So in general, I'm talking about for all children from low grade to the 12th grade. So it's, 45 minutes to 1 hour sessions with again 10 minutes of break. Again, you start the session with the subject changed. And it's always better to avoid all-night study marathons, we call, no? So they are rarely effective and they worsen anxiety. Okay. And we should be, as a parent, able to ask open-ended questions. Like how your child feels about exams.
Yeah.
And this shouldn't happen near to the to exam, in between. And listen closely without interruption or judgment.
Yeah.
Okay. And that will really let us also know what are the concerns that he has, so that we can help him to get out of these things.
Very true. Very true.
And it's always better to celebrate progress, not
Yeah.
just results.
Yeah.
Recognize small wins,
Correct.
finishing a chapter, solving a hard problem,
Correct.
sticking to a schedule, even sticking to a schedule. Each step, it deserves acknowledgement.
Yeah. Yeah.
See what these things create in your child. They create a sense of happiness,
Yeah.
a sense of yes, I am something, I am doing something, I'm giving something. So what that leads to, it leads your child to be happy within. And you see, when a child is happy within, you give that child any task and he'll just do it in very short time and ask you, chalo abhi aur batao kya kare.
Correct. Correct.
So ultimately it's to identify how do we reach up to his heart.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
So
all.
true. So true, sir. So, it's kind of a guidance, but not the control, right? And that is the
Exactly.
part of the parents.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Surbhima? Yeah.
Yeah. Very right. And one parent, Meenamji, has also asked how many hours of revision is healthy each day.
Yeah,
Parents
that's
love counting hours. No, how many hours have you studied? So,
yeah. Okay, Rama ma'am, would you like to?
No, sir, you please, add, because
Okay.
revision is also one of the things you must be, practicing, right?
Exactly, yes. So I always
Mhm.
tell my students ki instead of going by hours, you go by targets.
Correct.
So usually what I do is I ask them to solve 50 questions daily. For example, I'm saying
Mhm.
50 questions daily, and that those 50 questions you may complete in maybe 3 hours, or you may take 50 minutes to complete those questions.
Mhm.
So be target oriented.
Mhm.
Initially it will take a long time, but as you move on further, the time will drastically reduce. Yes, so that's the best way. And one more thing I have tried at my place, I ask them to make a notebook in which they will write, suppose today is 7. So they'll write the date, then they'll write today I have solved 50 questions. They'll take their parents' sign and then my sign when they come to the class. Parents will never see where and how they have done. Parents will just look at the line that he has written, ki today I have solved 50 questions. Because we have full faith in the students and they never learn. Suppose, now see, interesting thing comes here. Suppose tomorrow he is not able to do. So he should write, today I did not solve. Could
Yeah.
not solve, nahi, did not solve.
Mhm.
Take your parents' sign,
Mhm.
take my sign.
Mhm.
Okay. Suppose next day also he is not able to do.
Mhm.
Again you write.
Mhm.
Third day also not able to do.
Mhm.
So third day I think यार कुछ तो भी लगेगा नहीं यार, 2 questions तो कर लेता हूँ मैं, है ना? तो इस तरह, this is a very soft method, very
Yeah.
soft method to have a check on oneself. Parents, I strictly tell or ask parents कि please do not
Mhm.
ask your children a question कि why didn't you solve? You don't ask them. I will take care of that. है ना? So day 3, day 4, we'll see that the child really starts doing this. It's a very, very, very effective method that I have. Yeah.
because when
And,
child writes I did not, then he knows or she knows that it is intentional. I did
Yes,
not
reason-
do it, but next day I will do it.
Yeah, he has some excuse for that. And including Sundays,
Hmm.
including Sundays.
Okay. Good.
So that's a very effective method.
Nice.
I can see a question here. Please tell the
Yeah.
strategy to avoid procrastination.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. See why procrastination happens. Either it's a lack of understanding of the topic,
Mhm.
or the fear related to the subject,
Mhm.
or things which are not clear in the child's mind. So we really need to talk to the teacher also for this. Is there any part which my child is not able to get? है ना? And if it, we should talk to the child also, not regarding studies, not regarding procrastination, but regarding ki, do you have any difficulties in this? Is there a way in which we can help you out? This way you ask the child, and without his or her knowing, okay, try to work on it slowly. And this is not going to happen just in one, today you did and tomorrow everything will be fine. Slowly you have to see. For this we have to be very observant, very, very alert about the child every day, his or her behavior, his or her way of talking. See what happens, the children, so-called average students, they are strugglers, we can say. Means actually they are not like they are dull students. No, they can do, but they need a little bit of support. So here comes teacher's role.
Yeah.
So as a parent, we have to go and communicate with the teacher so that it will be nice for them. That's what I think. You may also add something if you.
No, that's a good thing. Yeah, Rama ma'am, go on, please.
Sorry, but basically, most of the schools, like this procrastination is something which we really have to make the children understand, because, the children don't understand the meaning of this word many a times. So, the school counselors, the school community always takes a special sessions for the, children for this. And that really helps the children. And I'm happy that Sir shared, Shailesh shared about it in detail. So good, ma'am. Yeah.
I think apart from feeling difficulty in the subject and these things, that is true, that happens. One more thing I'm observing nowadays because of this social media, sir. I mean,
Yes.
people, children or teenagers especially, they will take mobile and they will take it for 5 minutes and then 2 hours are gone. So
Exactly.
obviously, the subject goes, for the later thing. So for that also, I think that can be put in the schedule itself. If you know that, okay, some time your child needs for TV or, that thing. So I think you can decide beforehand, because otherwise it goes unchecked. What's your view on it? Yeah.
Very true. See, this is a very serious problem that we all are facing. And the moment you just even look at the child who is on mobile, he or she will give a very scary look. My daughter is sitting here. Okay. So it's not always that they are wasting time on that. Most of the times, that is what I respect the generation. So I would say that most of the time they are into their own concept learning or something related to the subject only there. But of course, we should be very careful about whether the things going on mobile, they are going in the right direction or not. Second thing is that when you say don't do this, that don't do this will lead to again
Do it for
another
sure.
problematic thing. Yes.
So teens
better
translate
you-
don't do it. Shailesh said teens
Yeah.
translate don't do it as do it for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yes. And see, it's also our parents' fault. Parents should be able to converse with the child. है ना? We as parents, many times we don't have that tolerance to listen. We don't have that patience to listen. So what are they going to do? They'll say, "Mummy, just give me mobile. Papa, give me mobile. Papa, mummy happy. चलो भाई, मेरा तो दिमाग नहीं खा रहा है." ये बहुत serious बात है ना? तो as a parent, we also want to get rid of. I have seen of my parents, you see, हमने आपको फीस दे दिया है ना, मतलब we have just हमारा जो बोझ है ना, हमने आप पे डाल दिया, अभी आप पे. So as a parent, हमारा बहुत we have a very, very important role to play.
Yeah. So in Brighter
So
Mind, we
ultimately,
keep
it's all
telling.
going to come to us.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all going
No,
to
so in
come to
Brighter
us.
Mind, Shailesh sir, we keep telling that it's always a triangle. Child at the peak of the
Yes.
triangle, on the base, teachers and parents. So I
Yes.
mean, it's unless the triangle is complete, learning cannot happen. So
Exactly.
cognitive training by Brighter Minds, basically, it is for parents also. But yes,
Yeah.
because we keep on doing work on concentration building, emotional resilience building, dynamic decision making. So these things come to us more often. You know, these
Exactly.
particular things. I
Yes.
think we have more questions in the chat. Jagjit Kaurji is asking, I have question from a student's perspective that how to overcome the anxiety or failure of getting failed in exam. Because I failed that exam before, any tips would help.
Yeah, as we just now discussed, let us make a strategy or summary that I have failed in a certain exam. What are the reasons?
Hmm.
What are the areas in which I am lacking? So if if the child is not able to write on uh, or write by himself or herself, as a parent we should come to his help. है ना? कि what चलो बेटा बताओ कि what all things went wrong, है ना? ऐसी क्या चीज है जो तुमको जिसने प्रॉब्लम क्रिएट किया एग्जाम के वक्त, है ना? तो वो सारी चीजें हम नोट कर लें और वी शुड से कि यार दिस इज नथिंग ना, एवरीवन फेल्स some or the other time. It's just a step forward.
Yes.
And don't compare yourself with others.
Yeah.
Okay, failing is totally normal.
Hmm.
The problem is that not because my child has failed, that's why I'm not feeling that much bad, but I'm feeling more bad because the other child has passed.
That is correct.
वो सुखी जिसका पड़ोसी दुखी, ऐसा है. So it's like you have to really have a very good rapport with the child, and child should feel very free. Yes, when I talk to my mama, when I talk to my papa, this is a safe place, and he or she both are going to support me. So when a child feels that support, na, that anxiety will be, that fear of failure will go. That is the thing.
Yeah, very true, very true. No, so today only I was talking to my child, and because we are in a chess tournament, and you know, in sports it's very dynamic. You lose and again you have to go and fight back, and then again you lose and you have to go and fight back within 1 or 2 hours. So I was talking and I was, telling that every gold has to be, done that. Every diamond needs that pressure. So unless
Yes.
you fail, you cannot win. Unless you learn to accept your failures and work on it, very actively, strategically, you cannot win.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think it answers your question. And the next question is from Vandana ji. How to cover 10 SST chapters in 2 days for class 8th first term exam? Syllabus is too much nowadays. And then she writes, ma'am, child confuses one question for another and writes incorrect answers. Oh, yeah. How to help a child identify questions correctly during exams, just like the terrorism versus tourism scene in 12th fail movie. Yeah, most of the times it happens. I mean, children just read different books and answers and everything because they don't read the question. They are not habitual of reading questions, so they don't understand. Shailesh sir, Rama ma'am, any thoughts on it?
Basically, here what I feel, ma'am, understanding with learning is very important. Okay. So when the child is reading question and if he has just marked up kind of this rote memorization is done, then in the many a times the children miss out on that. So first is that maintain that calmness in the child's mind, give him that confidence boost that you are thinking in the right direction. Take a deep breath, read the question, and revisit to it. I mean to say, many a times, as you rightly said, the children don't read the question. They just read first line or the last word and they start writing, and then they realize that we have not written it correctly. and within 2 days to complete, any word, any subject, this thing is not a solution. Okay, I always believe in that, because you need to, make sure that you enjoy that subject. Okay, SSTO, science, or any subject. So create that interest, and it is again a parent's responsibility to have that involvement in the child's learning, right? Which, if you do that involvement, where, right, asking a right kind of a question, giving him more relevant examples or the practical life connection, makes the child more interested in that subject. Okay, and that is what even, new NEP is doing, trying to, bring it into the classrooms. So even the parents need to take efforts for these things, right? That is what I would like to add. Shailesh sir can
I
add.
agreed with what you added, ma'am.
Yeah, so one more exam from Jeetu ji is there. How to motivate a child when he has no fear of exam at all, and preparation is also not up to mark. Yeah, so many a times children become casual also, and this is also nowadays we are facing in Brighter Minds. Many parents come to us ki child is very relaxed already. So relaxation up to the casual approach. I mean, child is so casual that child feels that I know everything. So I don't need to
Yeah.
study, but exam results don't say the same thing. So what to do?
Exactly. Show them exam results. Yeah? You like, it's always better you show the result, and whatever his or her approach was there, you compare the approach with the result. You feel no fear of exam. Okay, that's really good. And you feel yourself to be prepared, but your preparation is such that this is what you have scored. Now you tell what to do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that is
allowing
very-
that particular exam to fail. You are saying that allow child
No.
to go through that exam and show the result like that.
Show the result to the child. Ki, now you give the answer. Why is your performance like this? So do you feel you need to make some changes? Ask the child itself. And they are very smart. They know what they have done, and they know what they have to do.
Yeah.
Ask them, "Ki, beta, this is your result, and this was your approach. Would you like to make some changes in your approach, or would you like to have some help from our side? You suggest. You are smart enough, na? Don't say that you are smart enough. वो मन ही मन में बोल दो आप."
That's very true. Very true.
Yeah. And sometimes
go
you can also ask questions, na Shailesh sir? Ask questions to them that, okay, I'm just, just explain this question to me. Something like
Yes,
that.
yes. Before exams, we can do that. Okay, you know everything. Na? Come on, answer this or solve this.
Yeah.
I'll give you 10 minutes. You write one answer. You say you have completed the work. Na? चलो कल के या आने वाले एग्जाम का take this question. Take only 10 minutes, not more than that.
Huh.
And we'll just see. That's it.
Just
So
try
देख ले
and
बेटा,
check it out.
this.
Yeah. So before we go ahead, we have one more question. Yeah. How to work on mobile overuse? So we'll come back to that question because that's a big one. But before that, let's revise what we discussed, and let's remember 3 golden takeaways, parents. One is the trick to double the memory in half the time is what Shailesh ji shared. Active recall actively, and spaced repetition. Just do it for few gaps. Just repeat it. So that is first thing. And second thing that we have spoken is topper's exam routine is study with balance. Good sleep, food, past papers also you can solve, and he also spoke about quick meditation, relaxation techniques of heartfulness. And if you have it, very nice. Otherwise, I am going to share one group, group detail. You can join that, and I will be posting heartfulness relaxation there. And also you can join our YouTube because we keep sharing about these techniques in that YouTube channel. You can also follow that. So that is second thing. And third is exam fear ending in 5 minutes is also possible if you include this 5 minutes relaxation technique. So make sure that every day before your child goes to sleep, your child goes to bed, you just put it on. It is only 5 minutes relaxation technique which will help in better sleep quality. And sleep quality is directly related to all the cognitive abilities. A lot of researchers in Brighter Minds share about this, that when the sleep is proper, focus would be better, memory consolidation would be better. So include this in your child's routine every night before your child goes to sleep. When your child goes to bed, include this 5 minutes relaxation technique. I will be sharing on that group, and that group detail I am going to post now. And always remember, this is very important takeaway that we have discussed, is exams are just one chapter, not the whole book, not the whole book of life, right? So support your child with love, calmness, and right strategies. Like Shailesh ji was sharing, right strategies are super important. And the most important part is your calmness is your child's calmness. Exams don't have to bring tears. They are there to bring growth and joy for learning. Because if your child is learning, then success lifelong is ensured. But if your child is only giving exams, not learning, it is only temporary success that we are looking for. Am I right, Rama ma'am? Shailesh sir, would you like to add something by the time?
Yes.
Very true, ma'am. Very true.
So I'm sharing this WhatsApp group detail and also the YouTube channel detail, and request everyone to please join. You can join the group, you can subscribe to the channel. Also, you can keep sharing your opinion. You can comment on different videos so that other parents also come to know about it. So that is this thing. And now, Shailesh sir, I think this question needs your attention. How to work on mobile overuse? Rama ma'am and Shailesh sir.
Yeah. Before Shailesh sir adds in, ma'am, we already had covered this topic. There is a beautiful webinar on this, where how the families can participate to help the child to overcome the mobile usage, right? Yeah. So if they watch that, it will be really great. Yeah. And, Shailesh sir can give the practical tips which he, practices in his institution.
Yeah.
Yes, sir?
Yeah, and this video that Rama ma'am is talking about is available on this YouTube channel for which I have shared the details. Yeah, Shailesh sir.
Yeah, so it's actually a challenge for all of us to cope up with this problem. But the best way is giving your child more time, more interaction. So why would a child want a mobile? It is because he or she feels that it's not enough attention that he or she is receiving. So they search for something else. Of course, habit formation has also been a problem nowadays. Okay, the reason is the same thing as I earlier also discussed. The best way is to have more and more interaction with the child, more and more involvement without his or her knowing that my parents are getting too much involved in whatever I'm doing. Without their knowing, let there be a very smart strategy. So automatically they will, if you don't give them chance to take the mobile. Because it won't help saying ki don't use.
Yeah. So there is a very thin line between connection and control. When we are connected, when we are, with them in their emotions, they will listen to us. And there is one more video on that you can watch. Yeah. So I think we are done with the time. It's 8:29. And Vandana ji has also sent one more question. How can parents avoid catastrophic thinking when child underperforms in exams? Are all subjects equally important? So these are two questions.
Yeah. So basically, if the child is not performing up to the mark, you need to, as Sailesh sir also has given, like analysis has to be done. Why is the habits are not formed, study habits are not inculcated, family environment, eating habits of the child, the peer pressure in the school. So all these analysis, without discussing with the child, the parent needs to, analyze it, Vandana ji. And in this case, Surbhi, you can share your number, because that also will be helpful. So you can have one-on-one interaction with Surbhi ma'am, which will give you more details, because since now the time is over, I mean to say, rather than, sharing it. So you can have an interaction with Surbhi ma'am. Isn't it, Surbhi ma'am? That will help.
Yeah. And many a times it's also we need working on their minds, their brains, because nowadays concentration is super important, because distractions are rising, emotional concerns are, different concerns we are facing. And with children, there are few concerns that we are realizing as parents, right? And Brighter Minds helps with all the concerns of mind beautifully. We have different programs in Brighter Minds, which is a part of Heartfulness. Heartfulness is available for adults, and 95% offerings in Heartfulness are non-chargeable. Heartfulness supports you for that, right? So you can try as parents, and for your child, you can try these techniques, which are wonderfully given by Heartfulness Institute. Name of those programs are different from Brighter Minds, but they work on different concerns of mind. So please feel free to connect with us. And last question that she is asking is, are all subjects equally important?
Yes, all subjects are important, ma'am, because therefore the curriculum is designed where the child gets the holistic development. So all subjects are important, and that's why the children need to do that 12 years or 13 years of a journey. So you cannot, run away from that. Yeah.
So with this, thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you, Shailesh sir. Thank you so much. Any last word if you want to say something? With lot of thanks to parents for joining, because we have already done with the time. But if you want to add something as last word, some takeaway.
Shailesh sir,
Yeah.
would you like to add?
I would just say stick to basics.
That's super important. Golden lines is stick to basics.
And I will make it B square, ma'am. So balance.
Yeah.
Balance. Thank you everyone for joining. Thank you, Rama ma'am. Thank you,
Thank you.
Shailesh sir.
Thank you.